with the 8 guys up front. He believes he's got 8 players. Moose has got a wide open player, and it falls incomplete. Jamari Shareed, the intended receiver. Cedric Gray closed on it.
And speaking of the linebackers, look at the closing speed. Kind of, late getting out there, and then a good job of not panicking.
That's the thing that's so odd to me right now from Carolina's defense.
And there, out of the backfield is Diggs. Let's see where they mark him down. Tyree hit at the 5-yard line and dropped. Cedric Gray, the ACC linebacker of the week last week. It's a much-needed tackle for loss.
And that's the heart and soul of the defense. He replaces Mayer. He leaves.
For the first down. On a play fake over the middle, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Carolina. That's Gray. And North Carolina forcing the turnover.
That ends up being the issue. It's going to be into the lap of Grant Wells. And as he's trying to throw this ball, Gray just ends up getting, too much depth. And so off of the play fake, you're just going to see, the right guard, Moore, gets walked back into his lap, not able to see it clearly or step into the throw.
So it's 3rd down and 2 in North Carolina territory. They'll keep it on the ground, and the Heels are all over it. Jalen Knighton push back. Cedric Gray there first, no gain, and we'll see if Miami goes for it on 4th down.
Noah Taylor sets the edge at the defensive end, but then it's 33. Cedric Gray downhill right now, making that play for a loss. Huge stop for Gene Chizik and the Star Hill.
Bring the tight end in motion. Knighton gets the call, and he fumbles the ball. He got the first down, and then he coughed it up, and it's recovered by Gio Biggers of North Carolina.
The linebacker comes in, punches it out. Carolina's on top. Huge takeaway.
So here's Leonard now. 2 timeouts in 10 seconds. 3 to the field, 2 left to the boundary. Carolina rushes 3. Leonard's going to throw. Incomplete. No flag. He was looking for Calhoun, defended by the linebacker Gray.
So I think Cedric Gray does a pretty nice job of taking his hand off.
Abanikanda straight on, knocked down, ball loose. Right around the 48.5-yard line. Tony Grimes came out and said Carolina has it, and they do.
Well, Abanikanda just gets it punched out, and it's Kamen Rucker, who makes the initial contact, and then Cedric Gray punches it, and I believe Power Eccles, maybe even Gray, yeah, it is Gray who comes up with it. I know I said it earlier, and he's not listed as a starter, but every game I feel like I've watched where
Hasek went out earlier in the season. I mean, they've got depth, but you're still dealing with a lot of new faces.
Whoa, over the top. That is Cedric Gray getting Hollins to the ground at the 34.
Going in and out. Out of the secondary comes DeAndre Boykins, and then Cedric Gray comes up favoring that shoulder a little bit. He realizes it doesn't exactly fit.
Armstrong 7 carries, 48 yards, and wants to try and pick it up throwing the ball, and that got deflected on the way to Wood by Gray. 2.5.
There's a little bit of flirting with disaster, playing with fire there.
The quarterback change here for Georgia Tech. It's Tyson Pumachan. He will keep it, and he will be thrown for a loss. Play it conservative, and Dante Smith barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
NC State will just be conservative here. Houston to the 10, stood up by Cedric Gray. And so a quick 3 and out. One play earlier in the game, and it was a touchdown. He's out there to run the ball. But he fumbles it, and it's recovered by Cedric Gray. A turnover by Chambers inside the 20. Don Chapman knocked it out.
With this stop and takeaway, Don Chapman comes downhill. Excellent tackle, helmet on the football, and it's Cedric Gray who's going to wind up with this ball. Just how you draw it up. Perfect tackle and execution. Helmet on the football. Cedric Gray there to scoop it up. Exact same play. North Carolina State ran earlier on the opening possession.
And he has returned to Clemson this year as a graduate transfer. Originally enrolling at Clemson back in January of 2017. Yeah. Keith Adams is in. This is Will Taylor back from a knee injury.